Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Friday, March 1st, 2019 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I am a reflection of the state of oneness. And that works so well with our astro today to remember that where we are in relationship to ourselves is a really good reflection of the state of oneness, the state of everything that's going on. And two big things that we're looking at today, although the astro is definitely chock full. We reached the pinnacle, the peak of Venus square Uranus that we've been talking about, 29 degrees, and right after that, Venus shifts into Aquarius. And that's really the thing I do want to focus on. We will touch on that Venus square Uranus energy, but we have been talking about it all week. So if you want details, go back. But Venus in Aquarius, let's start there. Venus will shift into Aquarius at 8:45 a.m. Pacific time. And this relates back to the energy mantra for today. Now, I find Venus in Aquarius to be such an interesting placement of worth energy. Venus, one of the major topics of Venus is the energy of worth. Venus can also represent relationships and creativity and your harmony. But the thing we can mostly work on is that state of worth. Venus in Aquarius has very utopian ideals. Venus in Aquarius can really see and find the best and really wants to stay on that sunshines, rainbows, unicorns frequency. That's where Venus in Aquarius would like to be. But there's always work. And that's what I want to bring you with this is the worth stuff that comes up with Venus in Aquarius. So notice through the next month, it's basically a month that Venus takes to move through a sign, those places within yourself that you do not necessarily embrace. Aquarius can really represent the odd, the quirky, the unique, the different, the alien, the genius. And these are various places within us, among other things, that we sometimes will push away because they are different. So this is where you are a reflection of the state of oneness. They are different. They do not yet fit into society. And so it's learning the worth of these different pieces of yourself, your unique pieces, your freak flags, and inviting them in to your frequency, inviting them in and realizing the secret talent, the secret gift, the secret potential that they have. You cannot be a utopian universe, a sovereign utopian universe. Hello, I love that. Sovereign utopian universe. You cannot be that if you are still excluding these parts of yourself because you have judged them to be different or undesirable in some way. You know, this is part of the shadow work. The shadow work. Here's the shadow work card, the adventure card. It is part of the shadow work to be able to look at those things. And often in these things that we push away within ourselves, there's gold. There's sometimes healing to do healing and work to do to get to the gold. But there's so much gift in there. There's so much unique worth in there. And that, I feel like, is the work for Venus in Aquarius. Now, it's very interesting because in like 6 days, we have Uranus shifting into Taurus. Taurus also really works the worth issue. So Venus in Aquarius is giving us a jump start to encompass the things. You know, every day, one of the things you could commit to doing just to help shift yourself is find something about yourself that maybe you have not admired or maybe have not liked. We all have those pieces. And find something gold in it. Find something worthwhile in it. Find something that's pushed you forward in your life because of it, you know, in a good manner. There's so much good in there for you. And that's one of the ways you can work with this. Now, a few other notes. Like I said, Venus can represent relationships. Venus in Aquarius can be a very interesting time for relationships. Ooh, I'm throwing cards at myself. It can be very much this, you know, going on an adventure. The people I know who have Venus in Aquarius in their chart have very fulfilling and yet unique love life experiences. So while last month we had Venus connecting in that Capricorn energy, connecting to Saturn, and it was like commitment. Venus in Aquarius is like, I'll slide down this rainbow and you slide down that rainbow and we'll all be happy and good. So just be very aware that things may get a little unconventional. People may get a little non-committable. There may be a little space and adventure needed during this time, and that's all right. It's about first honing that relationship with yourself, that relationship with your weird and wacky, becoming the sovereign utopian universe that you can be. Okay, so Venus square Uranus. This is really actually perfect, that this is the last aspect that we have before Venus shifts into Aquarius, because it's like Uranus rules the sign of Aquarius. So Venus is getting a taste of it, and Venus Capricorn's like, oh no, I don't know what I'm getting myself into. And the universe is like, the creator universe is like, no, you're ready. You're ready to embrace the different. You're ready to embrace the weird and wacky. Now, let's just say that square energy can cause friction. It can cause tension. I was out driving before, and there were definitely, like, people are so out for themselves in the grocery stores and driving and stuff. And so you may see some of that, you know, as this friction comes up. But most of all, I do feel like it is about freeing yourself so that you can be true to yourself. And Venus in Aquarius is going to be continuing that work. Now, on the other hand, we have the moon in Capricorn. And the moon in Capricorn today is meeting up with Saturn and Pluto, which is tough. And I need to mention that Venus, after Venus shifts into Aquarius until basically March 2nd, Venus is going to be at that 0-degree energy. So Venus is going to be kind of offline, which is so reflected here. Venus in Aquarius has beautiful creativity potentiality, but I have the creativity card in reverse. And that's because Venus at 0 degrees is like adjusting to the Aquarian vibe. So between Venus being at that 0 degrees and the moon connecting to both Saturn and Pluto, you may still fall into those Capricorn shoulds. You may fall into that place where you can see where and why you have shut down these parts of yourself or hidden these parts of yourself. So be very aware of this. Moon conjunct Saturn, the shoulds are up, but Moon conjunct Pluto at that 22 degrees still, that master level degree, it's helping us shift. I'm going to should you. You should embrace your soul. You should embrace the parts of you that are weird and wacky and quirky and wonderful and beautiful. You know, and that's going to be part of the transformation, is allowing yourself. Allowing is much better than shoulding on yourself. Allowing yourself to embrace these pieces bit by bit, moment by moment. Now, the final thing that I want to talk about that I love about the astro, Venus, newly in the sign of Aquarius, will meet up with Chiron at 0 degrees. Chiron and Aries. Chiron and Aries is helping us heal on a soul level, heal who we are. And so Venus in Aquarius is like, here I am, and here's my pink streak of hair, and here's my 6th finger, and here's my clairvoyant, you know, abilities. That's one of the weird and wacky things. Oh, I've got a Lala tickling me. That's one of the weird and wacky things that we need to embrace. So many people have shut down their healing and their psychic abilities. And I feel like this is the time to tap into that inner genius and let that ability come bubbling to the surface. So there's a healing going on as you heed these words, as you notice these things, and as you make a commitment to yourself to light them up. Give you a little Lala love to finish. She's like, please just put me down. Besides that, you can book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com to set that up. Come join me on my Patreon. I did a March month ahead video that is up now. You can join anytime and go view that. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. You have the power, and there is more than enough love in the world for you. Namaste.